Hi, it's Dorothy Guining with Scrapbooking Quebec, and today is World Card Making Day. So in honor of this, I'm going to show you how to make a wonky, foolish, and bordering on ugly card destined for pet lovers. Now, if this doesn't sound appealing, it should, because every time I give a card like this, the recipient loves it. Here's what I'm going to be using, and it's all material from Stampin' Up. The paper, cardstock, and ink is from my stash, and that bundle, the Cup of Christmas bundle, is a new product this fall, 2019. I did some preparation in advance, so I prepared that green card base, and I put a white rectangle on the inside, and I also cut 2 rectangles for the front of the card. I used those stitch dies that you see on the right there, those stitched rectangles, and I absolutely love those. I love anything stitched. I find it just makes it a little bit nicer. But if you don't have stitch dies, you can just cut rectangles. And here are a pile of photos. Now you see I've already fussy cut one of my photos, and here are 2 cards I already made. You see I have one with a photo and one without. Now the one without is nice, but trust me, the pet lover who receives a card with the photo of their pet on the front, the reaction is just so much more fun. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is do some die cutting. So I'm going to cut some more pieces that I'm going to put on the front of this card. This set of dies comes with coffee mugs, there are candy canes and leaves and bows and a whole bunch of different stuff. So what I'm going to cut out right now are simply 2 coffee cups and the front, a detailed front of a coffee cup. I would like to point out, however, that I have made these types of cards for years, and this set of dies is brand new. So other things I have done is I've had the photo of the pet, the cutout photo of the pet, popping out a window or popping out of a pocket or hovering over the globe, over the world. And at the end of this video, I will have still photos of a few different cards that I made with the same idea, but not using these dies. So if you don't have this set of stamps and this set of dies, don't worry about it. You can still make a card, wonky card like this. Just use a little bit of imagination. And like I said, there are ideas at the end of this short video. Now what I'm going to do is simply remove these pieces, and the detailed front takes a little bit more time because I'm not using a detailed precision plate here for the big shot. I'm just using my regular magnetic plate. So what I'm going to do is take this paper piercing tool and just poke out the pieces a bit. My video is about to speed up here, and what I'm going to show you is off camera, I cut out some more pieces from this die set as well. What I did was I cut out some candy canes, I'll show you that in a minute, and as well as some leaves. So there you go. The candy canes come in 2 pieces, the red piece and the white. So you just layer one on top of the other, and that gives you that striped look. What I'm going to do here is play around with these pieces just like I would on a scrapbooking page. It's like I'm going to be building an embellishment cluster. Actually, what I'm going to do here is adhere that mug front to the mug, and I'm using that sticky sheet, and I don't know what the name is. I will put it in the comments below. It's something I picked up at a workshop a long time ago, and it's just great for adhering very detailed pieces. What I'm showing you here are different photos. Now when you're creating a card like this, you want the size to work. It can be big because it kind of can look wonky, but it does sort of still have to fit. I ended up selecting this smaller one, having him sticking out of the mug like that. And again, what I'm doing here is simply playing around with pieces, and once I'm happy with that, I will start adhering. But before doing that, I do need a sentiment. So this is part of the stamp set. So it says, sending you a cup of cheer. And what I'm going to do is take my big shot, and I'm going to use another stitched shape. This is from a set literally called Stitched Shapes. So it just simply embosses stitching around a circle in this case, and that will be one of the elements I put on the front of this page. So here I go creating my embellishment clusters, and once I fit that down, I am going to snip the photo that spills over from behind. And now what I'm doing is just adding a bit of cardstock behind this element because I want to add some foam adhesive, and I find it works better if I add a bit of extra cardstock behind it. So again, still playing around with my pieces. When I build cards personally, I do it quickly. I'm not a card maker, I am a scrapbooker, and I tend to just slap things on when I make cards, contrary to when I'm making scrapbooking pages where I have a ruler and I'm very precise. Anyway, I do kind of like these pet cards though. They are really a lot of fun to give to people. Actually, people start expecting them over time because they really do like them. Now what I'm doing is just going to add some foam adhesive. That's another thing I find when building a card, making a card. It really does add quite a bit when you add foam adhesive. It just gives that little extra. It steps up the project a bit and makes it look not like something you would buy in a store. Now all I'm doing is simply adding a sentiment to the inside of the card. I added that set of leaves at the bottom and then enjoy. So there's my final project. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here are a few other ones. There's Lord Stanley popping out of a pocket. I love that card. And you'll see some more in a minute. There's another one that went to my sister. That is Winston sticking out of the window. And there's Lord Stanley, larger than life. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to Scrapbooking Quebec, and happy World Card Making Day. Thanks for watching.